What if I told you that you don't need to suffer anymore? That there is a way for you to make the work fun so that you can be even more consistent. I haven't missed a single day of training for a whole year. And the progress that I've made has been clear because I genuinely enjoy the grind. Let me put you on some game. Now, whenever we go to a hospital, we must have a diagnosis. The doctor must tell you what exactly is wrong before we can get into the real solution. So first of all, I made my workouts feel like a chore. They felt hard, they felt strenuous, and it's like I had to get so much motivation. I had to get prepared so much just to do a simple workout. And the truth is, they weren't really simple, but they felt like a chore. That was a big, big issue. And another reason why I was genuinely not enjoying my workouts before is because society basically programmed me, and it programs all of us to want dopamine instead of actual discomfort. We chase dopamine instead of discomfort. That means that we are not alive. We are not born to enjoy the grind. Of course, we are born to enjoy comfort, things that don't stress us so much. So society has been programming us like this since we were children. And that's why we find the grind so strenuous. And then I was also not clear on the goals that I wanted to achieve, the goals that I needed to do. If you're not clear on what you're trying to achieve, how are you going to find even that spark for you to stay consistent in your fitness, for you to go out and do a workout? You will not feel like doing any workout if you have nothing you're chasing. And then another thing that was making the workout so boring, that made me hate working out so much, is because the workouts felt so repetitive and so dull. When you repeat the same thing all the time, it becomes so it's like, oh no, here we go again. I'm going to squat again. You don't feel like squatting. So it becomes a big, big issue. So now that we've got the doctor's diagnosis, the analysis of the actual problem, and I'm sure that you've also been through the same thing, or you're going through the same thing right now. Now, let me give you the solutions to this problem. Before we move on to the solution, the first solution, I want to let you know that I have all of this in a system that I use to finally stay consistent. And it's a top link in the description. It's called the Consistency Blueprint. So go check that out. Now, the first solution that I would give you to finally enjoy the grind is to make a warm-up ritual. I've had this so many times and I ignored it for so long, but now I finally do it, and it's crazy. Having a warm-up ritual means that you do a specific bunch of tasks before you work out that gets you into the mood. This can be listening to a specific song. This can be doing a specific type of stretching. This can be podcasts, all this stuff. Me personally, this is my warm-up routine. I'll listen to a motivational tape. And by motivational tapes, I mean, I'm using the old lingo, motivational tapes, those days when there were tapes. But now it's motivational compilations that I listen to on YouTube. I download them in the morning sometimes before my workout. I'll download a motivational speech like compilations, David Goggins, Jocko Willink, Chris Williamson, that kind of motivation. And I will listen to that before my workout because their affirmations, the words that they say, really get into my head and they get me into the mood. It's like, yo, I feel hype. You know, when you hear that David Goggins, you must work hard. You can't just be sitting there wasting your time. A man walked up to me. He asked me, Goggins, what are you gonna do? How do you do it like this? I just said that I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. That stuff really gets me in the mood. So that's my warm-up ritual. I listen to that. And then I also drink a lot of water as well, because I'm sure that when you drink a lot of water, it really improves your pump. It really helps you get a better pump, and it helps you improve your workout, basically. So I'll drink a lot of water as well as I'm listening to motivational tapes, getting hype, and I'm getting ready. I can also be doing some stretching at that same time while I'm listening to those tapes. And if necessary, I'll listen to them the whole workout. But that's my warm-up routine. That's my warm-up ritual. As long as you have a warm-up ritual, the workout will be more enjoyable because you'll be like, hype. You have those words in your head from Eric Thomas telling you, yo, you're not a loser. You're a warrior. Stuff like that, you know, that gets into your head. So do that. Get a warm-up ritual and make it a standard before every single workout that you do. Next, I want you to start setting achievable tasks. At the beginning of your day, when you're writing in your to-do list, I want you to write down things that are actually achievable. For example, when you're planning your next workout, I don't want your next workout to be bench, pull-ups, chin-ups, sit-ups, every single workout, every single workout that's ever been made. No. No. That's a big waste of time. That's gonna make you burn out. It's gonna make you hate your workout. What you need to do is set achievable tasks. Do at least just one workout. If that's the level, that's the baseline you're on. For example, you're doing 0 now. You'd rather do one a day, one workout or one set per muscle group. That's how I started my current workout routine. I was doing one set per muscle group because now I train full body every single day, meaning I'll train from my traps, train my biceps, I'll train my triceps, my chest, six pack. Okay, I don't train abs so much, as you can see. I just like to keep it in the kitchen with the abs. So I'll train everything every single day. And when I just started it, I was doing one set per muscle group. That means just one bicep curl set, and that's it. Then I slowly increased it. Now I'm doing 2 to 3 sets per muscle group. It's achievable for me. It's not so hard for me. But if I hadn't started small, I don't think I would be as consistent as I am right now. Because when you see the tasks that you have to do as something that's hard, you'll never feel like doing it. You feel like so many excuses will come up. So make sure you set achievable tasks. Next, I want you to start trying new training styles. Jesus Christ. I see these people who come to the gym and they do the same thing that they've been doing since last year. You can't be doing that. Growth will not happen if you continue doing the same thing. If you want, what's the thing? If you want what you don't have, you have to do what you don't do. You know, I don't know who said that. Denzel Washington. Someone said that motivational stuff. But basically, you cannot be doing the same thing all the time expecting different results. That won't work. Try new training styles. You never know, you could be a powerlifting major. You never know, you could be a calisthenics main. You never know that you could be a weightlifting champion. You never know. You just need to try all these things. Plus, when you try new training styles, you get back that dopamine of training. You feel excited because now, for me, I'm getting into calisthenics. So it's kind of fun for me to go to the gym because I'm like, yo, today I need to try that calisthenics trick. I need to try this calisthenics style of training. I need to try this new workout. When I get new training styles, it's so much more hype. Now try that. I promise you, it will help you so much. Now, the fourth way that you can enjoy the process is by documenting your progress. I want you to take photos. I want you to also write in your journal. Write down what you're going through. Document your progress. You will, oh my God, I promise you. When you look back on that stuff, like the photos that you've taken, you take photos like mirror photos of your physique with a pump or no pump, it doesn't really matter. But when you look back on these documents, bro, you're going to get so much motivation. You feel like, oh, okay, this is working. You feel like, oh, it's actually, I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. And now you'll be more motivated to actually train harder and to go even, because you will enjoy the grind. You'll be like, yeah, I have results. I have been making progress. A lot of people just show up to the gym. I was also doing that. I was training, but I was not seeing any progress. So I couldn't really know if I was making progress. I couldn't even know if, you feel lack of motivation because you're not even sure if you're making progress. But when you take your photos, when you're writing down stuff, when you're taking notes of your fitness journey, oh my God, try this like as a habit. Make it a habit to take photos of your physique. Because later on, a few months from now, when you've been hella consistent because you've been watching my videos, you're going to look back on that and be like, yep, I have put in the work. And that will even make you enjoy the grind more, because now it solidifies that self-image into your head of being the kind of person who does the work. You feel like, yeah, because you have proof. There's proof. You just need proof for you to feel like that kind of person. So do that. Make sure that you do that. Then the fifth way that you can enjoy the grind is by training with other people. I train with people I usually train people. Then I also train with people. And I also am trained by people. That means I have coaches, I am a coach, and I also have people that I train with. That makes me so consistent because now it's kind of like I'm not really going to the gym just to gym and just to work out and do that hard set of squats that nobody likes. I'm now going to the gym to meet a couple of friends and to also help people be more consistent in their fitness. So it's a bonus. It's a win-win. So I find people to train with. If you don't have people to train with, I have a video up on that. Go and watch that video on how to find people to train with. Get a training partner. Find a homie. Find a buddy. And train with them. Link up. Train. I promise you, it's gonna make the grind so much more fun because it's now a social. You've now made it a social thing. If you still consider yourself an introvert, grab this part here. Grab this part here. Down here. Do you have 2 balls? Yeah. If you have 2 balls, then you understand that being an introvert just means that you lack social skills. It doesn't mean that you were born an introvert. So you can work on that by watching a few YouTube videos. That's if you have 2 balls down there. If you have 1 ball, that's a whole different issue. Get off my channel. I don't want such people on my channel. Then another way that I really enjoy, that makes me really enjoy my workouts, is by taking walks and working out from outside. Oh my God, bro. That's a hack. That's a hack. Now for me who enjoys being outside, I just enjoy nature. I enjoy fresh air. I enjoy all that. Whenever I take a walk and I go somewhere and I do a workout from there, bro, that's an easy way for me to enjoy my grind because it's part of the grind for me to work out. And it's like I'm working out instead of working out from inside a gym, working out from inside a house, which is so boring and it requires so much motivation. If I take a walk, it's so much easier for me to train. You're training outside, in the outdoors. It's fun, basically. It's fun. That's why it makes the grind more enjoyable. It's so fun. I have a video also up on that, so go watch that video as well. I'm going to be dropping game in this video, just dropping cards and what do they call them, YouTube cards of old videos that I've dropped, that I've made that talk about these things, because this is my topic. This is my niche. This is my expertise. So I have a video up on how you can start taking walks and training from outside so that you can be more consistent. Then the final way to enjoy your workouts is to limit dopamine. Stop scrolling in between your workouts, right? Stop scrolling. Stop doing any form of drugs or alcohol. Stop partying, doing all those things that make everything else in your life boring. You see, your brain only has a certain amount of dopamine allocated to anything. You only have a specific amount of dopamine. If you use up that dopamine in your brain on, let's say, women, it goes like, now you have this much dopamine. Now, when you come to the gym or you get down for a workout, this is the dopamine that you have for the workout, making you hate the workout. You detest the workout because this is the amount of dopamine that you have. Rather than the dopamine amount that you started with, which was like this big. If you had conserved it and not spent it on all these other things, then you'll be spending it on the right thing. It's like you start your workout with this amount of dopamine. You are happier and more excited to work out. So limit your dopamine. Anything that spikes your dopamine, all the instant gratification habits that you have, try to limit them. I don't say quit dopamine because you can't really quit dopamine, but you can limit it. And the more you limit it, the better other things are going to feel. For example, your workouts and any other work that you need to do. So make sure that you limit your dopamine. Now, before we end this video, I want to give you a key takeaway, a main actionable that you can go with, that you can actually practically use so that you can make your grind more enjoyable. That main actionable would be to set a challenge, a 30-day challenge. I want you to set a 30-day challenge. I want you to set a 30-day challenge for yourself of doing everything that I mentioned. Go back if it's not already here, because I'm going to edit it over. Go back, screenshot every single thing I've mentioned. Screenshot all of them and make sure that you do them. Have a habit tracker that will help you stay consistent in these habits, and they will help you actually be more consistent in your fitness overall. Because when you do all these things that I've talked about, The grind is going to be fun. You will stop detesting your workouts. You will stop needing motivation because now you have the motivation. By the way, this whole video that I've just made is basically about how to feel motivated for your workouts. So stop all this nonsense of, bro, no, just show up, you don't have to feel like it. Sometimes you need to feel like it, especially if you want to be more consistent. So these are hacks to motivation. Screenshot them, make them into a 30-day challenge, and for 30 days straight, follow every single thing that I've done. If you don't do this, then you just wasted your whole time watching this video. Now, if you're actually serious about your consistency and you want to stop skipping your workouts for good, I made a system that can help you with that. It's called the Consistency Blueprint, and it's the top link in the description. And if you're still not enjoying your workouts, I'm sure it's a dopamine thing. It must be a dopamine thing. So I have a video that I just uploaded up on how you can limit your phone use, how you can stop scrolling like this so that you can be more consistent in your fitness, because I'm telling you, it's a big issue. It's a big issue. You don't realize how bad your phone is stopping you from being consistent. So go and watch that video, and thank you so much for watching this video.